We're going to talk about slavery because there's 37 million slaves
I'm here for it
today, and that's more than we had in colonial times, and the average price of a slave today is $90.
We are recording. Here we are.
All right. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me in your car. It's fantastic to be here in Las Vegas. Bart, the truth caller, coming at you. The truth will always hide until the proper question is asked.
He got it before I even got to say it.
You know what I'm saying?
This is Bart.
Introduce yourself.
I'm CabmanJames, always.
CabmanJames.
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 You're in a cab. I'm a man. My name is James. That's how I remember it.
That's so simple. That's so true.
There you go.
The truth is so easy because the truth, you don't have to remember the truth. The truth always stands.
You don't even have, you don't have to rehearse it or anything like that. Right. It just is what it is, right?
There doesn't any other lies to support it. Lies always need something else to prop it up. The problem that we have right now today, really, that we're facing in our country is our leadership in Washington. We have two parties, right?
Two of them.
I'll tell you what they are. I work at the Capitol a lot. I consult the House and the Senate.
Okay, we're not going to get like sniped or anything like that at any moment.
No.
It's a lot going around about like leaked documents and things like that. I just want to know what I'm finding out. I can be okay.
Anything that I tell you,
I just want to be fine.
On the availability of what I can legally tell you.
Got you.
I can legally share with you. I will share with you something you probably don't know.
It sounds like you know some other stuff that I should know. Like, let me turn this camera off.
No autographs, please. No autographs. There was a train that was derailed. We have about 30 or 40 train derailments every year in the United States, and on January 31st, 2018, after Donald Trump's inaugural address, the Republican Party gets on a train and they go to the Greenbrier in West Virginia. And in Crozet, Virginia, C-R-O-Z-E-T, in the middle of nowhere, a train was derailed carrying about 350 Republican lawmakers and their staff.
And they passed away?
They were hoping about 80 of them would pass away. No, only one person passed away at this event. And you can Google it, January 31st, 2018, train derailment. It'll come up.
Got it.
So what happened was, is they most likely, and I say they because we don't know who they is, right?
They.
The opposition.
It's the pronoun they chose.
That's right. The opposition to the people on the train convinced someone to pull a trash truck up on the train tracks. Now this train is
in the middle of nowhere.
As far away from a hospital as you can really get.
I'm following.
And pulled the truck up on the tracks. And the train struck the truck. And the driver of the truck was killed. There were two other riders in that truck with him. Now, trash truck drivers, he was a foreign national. He died. There can be all sorts of circumstances that would make someone.
But it hit a train with congressional people on it, right?
How conveniently for the people that convinced him to park his truck up there. So was he killed by the impact? Was he killed by the other riders in the truck with him? We don't know. We're never going to know the answer.
This is Bart, the truth seeker, truth maker.
Telling you the truth.
Telling you the truth.
Always hides the proper question is asked. So these are some of the things that are happening. We had Justice John Roberts, who was abducted and hospitalized overnight.
Wow.
Got a black eye. Said he fell on the sidewalk.
But we know what a black eye.
Or my arms get scuffed before my eyeballs get blackened. So you know what happened there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of circumstances that are happening. We have two parties in Washington. We have the fast track to globalism and the faster track to globalism. Because they take money from foreign entities to get elected, and that's all they're in the business to do is to get elected.
Makes some sense. It makes sense.
Once a position, other people hold the power.
You know what?
Dollars and coercion, because there's fear that also.
CabmanJames.
One big bang, Cabman. So we have a situation in the United States where we really need to pay attention to what's happening. We are in an economic war. We spent twice the amount of money in the first year on coronavirus as we did fighting the war on terror over 20 years. The price tag of the war on terror over 20 years, $6 trillion. The price tag of Corona year one, $12 trillion. This is an economic event. I'm sorry if you lost people. $12 trillion.
$12 trillion.
We completely overted our legislative system and we just gave people orders and dictations and told them how to breathe, where they can go, how many people they can have in their home, whether or not they can go to church, whether or not their business.
I stayed in the house like I was on punishment. I'm a grown man.
You're a grown man, but you could not operate your business and operate your own private entity. And we did that all without any legislation. We completely bypassed legislation, complete control. The Republicans did it. The Democrats did it. these false leaders that we have are the ones that did it. If we don't have term limits, if we don't have campaign finance reform, and I'm talking term limits for everybody, including legislative staffers, we got to take control of this country. Both sides should be very upset about what happened. And, you know, if you're a Democrat or if you're a Republican, you should want to know these things that are taking place. Now, next time when I see Cabman, we're going to talk about slavery, because there's 37 million slaves today. And that's more than we had in colonial times. And the average price of a slave today is $90. If we took $100 and overpaid, it would take $3.7 billion to free all the slaves on planet Earth. But nobody wants to take that.
300 and what billion?
3.7 billion. You have 37
and we spend
million,
12 trillion
a person.
On Corona.
We could raise 3.7 billion at a telethon, me and you, Cabman and Bart the Truth.
Let's do it.
In a week.
Let's do it. Let's try our best. Let's try our best, right?
Let's do it, man.
Any dollar up is a dollar closer.
But I'm here. I'm here to spread the truth, and I'm fighting for people.
Do you have an email address?
Not that I'll give here. You can look me up. You'll find me. Bart Kohler, CPP.
Okay.
And you'll be able to find me. Okay. It's all in the book. CabmanJames. My pleasure, brother.
My man.
God bless you. 5 stars all the way.